It's Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, and I'm here at Newark Airport. You see? Here I am. Here we are. And it's time for WLTW, which is what I learned this week. And this is where you have a moment to figure out what it is that you learned this week, because so often our weeks are crashing into our weekends and we never really feel like we're getting anywhere because we never take that moment to reflect on something that we've actually learned. And if we don't take those moments, then we're not actually going to learn at all. So I've got a great guest with me for today who's also going to be sharing what he learned, a fellow artist, a writer, a producer, a comedian. His name is Nicholas Bashore from Hexagon, DC. So Nicholas, I see that you are requesting to be live on the video. And can you just let me know, how is everything going? Can you hear things okay? I just want to make sure that you can hear things. So if you can, just leave a comment below, because I'm here in the airport because I'm traveling, and I just want to make sure that the audio is working and everything's okay. So I'm going to give him a quick wave. Also to let you know that here's what I learned this week. So this week I learned that, yep, you can hear me. Great. Okay, good. Just want to make sure everyone can hear what's going on. So this week I learned the value in scheduling your posts. I've talked about this a lot, and I often use a third-party tool, but something I learned this week is that Facebook definitely penalizes you if you don't use their scheduler. So if you are going out of town, like I'm going out of town now, then you want to make sure that you schedule your posts using Facebook's scheduler. You can always use your third-party Hootsuite or Buffer or whatever it is that you're using for your other social media platforms, but Facebook definitely penalizes you if you do. So it may be worth it just to take that couple of extra minutes to post right to Facebook and schedule that. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, now we're going to check in with Nicholas Bashore. Let's see here. And yes, go live with Nicholas from DC. So he's going to share with us what he learned this week. And if you want to share with us what you learned, leave a comment below. Hey.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me well?
I can hear you as well. Hi, how's it going?
Wonderful. It's a cloudy day here in DC, but looking forward to spring already, because spring is when we do our show that's opening March 15th. So we're a few weeks away, but it's getting down to the grind.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
yeah.
The phone is being crazy. Okay, there we go. It just came out of its little stand there. Okay, great. So,
and a little bumpy ride before the flight, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Nicholas, so why don't you first tell us something that you learned this week, and then I would love to hear more, and I know that the audience would love to hear more about your show.
Great. So I think, Hexagon has different social media accounts. So we're on Twitter and Instagram, and we have a Facebook. We don't have a Snapchat yet, but one thing that we did learn is that on Twitter, it's really great when you have conversations with people about whatever it is, like have conversations with your followers, even if it's not about the show that you're trying to promote. So we have a lot of followers in the DC area, from news anchors, businesses, and other charities, and they just whenever they post something that we find is funny and interesting, because we do comedy, we try to find an interesting and comedic way to reply to them, and we find that that's a great way not only for us to engage with our followers, but also other people who engage with that post will see it, with that tweet, will see our replies, and then we'll eventually be curious about our social media account and our theater company, and then we've gained a few followers by doing things like that. Even not just even talking about our show, but just engaging with our followers on Twitter.
And I would think that with you're doing a political show, there's so much that you can always be commenting on, putting your 2 cents in, putting a witty spin in, and especially on Twitter, that's like the perfect place for it.
Exactly, and I think also sometimes, adding a little bit of a humor to the conversation, since we do satire and political comedy, can lighten the mood a little bit. And it's in these days, I think a little bit of lighter moods can benefit everybody.
Yeah.
Especially when we do what we do for charity. So at the end, everything that we do is for a good cause.
Yeah. So tell me more about that, because I think that's something that makes Hexagon DC unique from other shows that are in the area. So tell me about the charity element of the show that you're doing.
Excellent. Yeah, so this actually is the 64th year that Hexagon has been around. They were founded way back in the 1950s, and it's a testament to the great work that they do in the community that they've been around for so long. So each year, different charities apply, and this is also a pitch for any kind of charity that is local to DC area. If you are out there and you're interested in becoming our beneficiary, you can go to our website, hexagon.org, and find out how you can apply to be a beneficiary. So they apply, and then they're really our partner. And this is another thing for other organizations out there who have partners. We partner with them, and they help us not just with, because when we sell tickets, it benefits them. So they help us with things like promoting the show. They have volunteer ushers come and work the show, and they really help bring more people to the show. So this year's charity is called Hope Connections for Cancer Support. They're based in the DC area, and they provide all kinds of emotional workshops, exercise, any kind of like non-medical support to cancer patients and their families. And they do it completely for free because they believe that when you have cancer, you're going through so much more than just the medical aspects of it. And to be part of a community that understands that and that helps you go through it is wonderful. So, so when they applied, we really connected with their message and with what they're doing and the fact that they do it all for free. And we thought that they'll be a great partner and great charity. So they're our beneficiary this year, and we're really excited to have them and to be working with them.
Wow, that is incredible. So I know that a lot of times the WLTW show goes pretty fast with the information, so we always have a blog post about it. So that should be up, since as you all can see, I'm traveling today. So I should have that up by tonight or tomorrow, and it'll have the links so you can find out all about this organization. You can find out all about Hexagon DC and get your tickets. So we'll have that up for you. This will also be up on IGTV, so that way it's live for more than 24 hours.
Excellent.
Instagram Live is like that as well, that it goes away so fast. So now, if any of you watching, if you have learned something, use the hashtag WLTW, because this is an opportunity for artists to be learning from other artists about how you market your show, what works, what doesn't work. And so we do it every Friday at 2 o'clock live on Instagram, and then we keep it up for the next few days. You'll be able to find it all over the place. So, Nicholas Bashore, when does your show start? Give us the dates, give us the information, and then we'll get out of here. Tell us more.
Wonderful. So our show opens March 15th and runs through April 6th. We'll be in the Tinleytown neighborhood in Washington, D.C. If you go to hexagon.org, you'll find all the info. And if you use promo code WLTW, you can get a special discount on your tickets. So make sure to use that code when you go buy your tickets, and you'll see some special discounts just for you.
Cool. Love that. Great. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas. And best of luck to you as you're in the last few weeks. Oh, wait, quick question for you. So you're doing political humor. How much are you changing the show based on what's happening in current events between now and then?
Oh, well, yes, because everything we do is original and it's written specifically for Hexagon. That can be a little challenging. We have segments called news breaks where we literally have things written like up to like the evening of the show. We have new materials that's being written for that. It's harder to do for songs and skits that need to be rehearsed a lot. But in the history of Hexagons, they've really had some new materials like up to the opening nights kind of being submitted. So we try to stay fresh, but at the end of the day, when you have months of rehearsals just to get the show going, there's only so much you can change. But we found that it stays, a lot of it stays relevant, and we do a lot of things that are kind of, in a way, timeless, I think, even if it is current political satire.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas. Break a leg. Best of luck to you. And we look forward to hearing more about your show in the next few weeks.
Thanks. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Bye.